Americans are absolutely freaking out, and I understand why. But over the past 48 hours, I have received countless messages. I've received hundreds of comments here on YouTube, all saying the same thing, that people don't have any money. The food is too expensive, utility bills are too expensive, their house is too expensive. They're trying to find a way out of this. Here's the problem. Over the past couple of weeks, we have seen a major shift specifically around the stock market. And people have been over leveraged, they put everything in it, and now they are freaking out because their money is disappearing. Look at this right here. It says, Dow closes down nearly 500 points. S&P logs its longest slide since August. Okay. This is causing people to absolutely freak out. They are panicking. Let me read this to you. It says stocks fell again on Tuesday as technology shares continued to retreat on concerns about valuations of artificial intelligence related stocks, and as Bitcoin dropped briefly below $90,000, a sign of reduced risk taking by investors. I want to read you a couple comments. One person says, I lost $19,700 in the market just in the past month. This is life-changing money for me, and I don't know how or if I will ever get this back. Yeah. What is happening right now is causing people to rethink their life decisions. The amount of money they spent on a vehicle, the amount of money that they're spending on their home. Because what happens is something that it's very interesting. Even though you may not be buying and selling stocks every single day, you may not be looking at your account every single day. But when you see your accounts dropping, mentally you feel that you can't spend money. It's more risky. It's something that you don't really want to do at this point, is go and spend more money. It's the risk factor there. Well, this has a lot of people extremely concerned because we've already seen a massive amount of layoffs. And these layoffs are happening because people don't have money. What did we have? Well, and many higher income earners and people that have been investing for several years, they've been looking at their retirement accounts, their portfolios, and they're using that as a way to pull money from it so that they can go and spend on vacations and cars and homes and just buying stuff for Christmas. Again, that might not happen this year, which means we could see more layoffs in the very near future. I want to read something to you though, okay? Listen to this comment. This person wrote to me just this morning, or actually this afternoon, and says this, and I quote, I know you have said this before and I should have listened. I gambled away money that I can't risk losing, and now I don't know what to do. If you could help me, that's what I'm really looking for. I lost 70% of my money by trading questionable stocks over the past month, and now I can't pay my car payment this month. Please help. I want to show you something. Look at this right here. It says how speculative tech stocks lost 1/3 of their value in the past month. My guess is that's what this person's talking about. It's not questionable stocks, it's speculative stocks. Okay, look at this right here. It says speculative stocks tied to the AI boom, quantum computing, and energy have tanked over the past month. Okay, one of the stocks I was trading this morning, Oklo. Okay, I shorted them. I shorted Oklo this morning. Okay, D-Wave Quantum. Okay, CoreWeave, Irene. This is what I was shorting that one for 2 weeks. Tem right here. This is Tempest AI. This one ran up. It's been coming down. Okay, Plug Power. I remember people. I don't know if I can click on this one and see, but I believe it was like $3. Okay, let's see. About a month ago. What was it? Let's see. So you can see, yeah, back in October, okay, over a month ago, it was over $4. Okay, people were buying this at $4. Absolutely insane. What if you bought this at $4 and now you're sitting at $1.69? That's a massive loss. It's a huge loss. So in 1 month, okay, you've lost about 50% of your money. 51% right there. Okay, that's a massive loss. That's what speculative stocks are doing. But here's the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention. People are freaking out because they don't have any money. The stock market is selling off, and maybe, just maybe, we're in this correction phase right now, which hopefully we can get out of. Hopefully we will rebound and stocks will go up and things will be great. There's stocks, I'll tell you right now, there's stocks I'm buying right now that I think are a good value right now. Not tech stocks. Tech stocks are, again, overvalued. Okay? But there are other stocks out there that I think are undervalued, that I'm buying heavily. I'm going to write it up. But again, here's the thing. If you don't have money to lose, okay, if you put money in the stock market, that is a risk. You're putting it there to hopefully it grows and you make more money, but you have to know that this is a risk. Listen to this comment. This person says, and just like that, I have to sell my car. Everybody I talked to was saying that Bitcoin was headed to $1 million, and I believe them. I took money from my sister, I took cash from my Capital One card, and I pulled money from retirement thinking that this was a sure thing. Here's the problem. There's no such thing as a sure thing. Now here's the other issue. Look at this. It says Fed official, this is the Fed official Christopher Waller, okay? It says he warns of U.S. recession risk after eye-popping layoffs. I'm telling you right now, this is not the end of the problems. This is not the end of the issues that we're facing here in the United States. I said this about a month ago, or actually 2 months ago, pretty much a month and a half ago, during the start of the government shutdown. I said this was the beginning, because if we saw the government shut down, even for a week, it was going to create issues. And these issues were going to compound the longer the government shut down. We were shut down for 40 some days. That's a huge, huge problem. And so now, and this is a big problem, we're starting to see those issues that were compounding. We're starting to see the problems that arose because of it. And I can tell you right now, we're nowhere near the end. This isn't going to be fixed. We're not going to see the economy fixed over the next couple of months. This is going to pretty much go into 2026. With that said, the last thing I want to leave you with is this. Do not invest into the stock market if that's all the money you have. Okay? People are freaking out right now because they've invested too heavily and they need that money. They need that money to pay for their car. They pay for an apartment or a home. To pay for medications and food and utility bills. Do not invest if that's the money you need to live. Okay? That's not the right way to do it. Again, I'm not trying to give you financial advice here. I'm just trying to warn you that maybe this is not the time. Maybe it's time to sit on the sidelines, let your cash just accumulate, and then when you are ready and it's time, you invest in the stock market. But again, right now, I've been seeing so many messages, and it's tough reading some of these. People are freaking out because they lost 40% of their income. They lost 50% of their portfolio because of what they invested in. So again, I'm just here to give you this warning that this downfall of the stock market, this sell-off, this correction, we may be in the middle of it. This may not be the end. So I'll leave you with that, but just understand right now, a lot of people are freaking out, and for good reason. They don't have any more money.